Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall.
Making his way to the ring, this is the Renegade, Jack Phoenix.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Retaliation 77. We are live at the Canadian Tire Center in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. We are 24 hours away from redemption, but tonight is the first of many Retaliation Super Shows. A pay-per-view quality card here tonight as we head into our first pay-per-view of the season, well, second technically. But either way, there's a real interesting reason on why this match is happening, which I'll talk about after the announcement.
On the way to the ring, Andrew Phoenix.
Alright, so get this. Andrew Phoenix, of course, made his RWR debut a couple weeks ago in losing fashion to Jarek Vanders. Well, that's when Jack Phoenix discovered that this man was on the roster and immediately demanded a match against him because he feels that he stole his last name. Jack Phoenix feels that he is the sole owner of the Phoenix name, so he's challenging the newcomer here tonight. I mean, there's no name on the line, there's nothing like that, but I guess at the very least here to prove that he is the better of the Phoenix. Phoenixes, rather. Well, here we go. Referring to him as Jack and Andrew. Here's how we kick off Retaliation 77, here we go. And Andrew with a couple of forearm shots on Jack. The atomic drop sends Jack into the ropes. A nice reversal there. And very jam-packed card we have tonight is kept up there. Of course, our main event of the evening, Falls Count Anywhere. C.A. White will take on Josh Wolf. Another encounter between the Fallen Kingdom and the Second Chance. Adam Brown goes one-on-one with Max Height. Brandon Richards goes one-on-one with Damian Longoria. In tag team action, the team of Dmitry Kalashnikov and Keith Muniz take on the team of Nobuyoshi Marukane and Danny Richardson. Aaron Miles one-on-one with Gary Evan Richards. And one-on-one Catherine Isogen. Her first action since Supernova takes on Rosie Rebel. We'll see how Isogen fares with the eye patch. And now going back to this match, Andrew has Jack in the corner. Not sure entirely what he's trying to set up, but he perches him on the top rope. Into the tree, Joey Lawrence just kicks him out of his position. And another kick across the chest of Jack. Andrew trying to rev up this Ottawa crowd just a little bit to kick off tonight's show. And a little too worried about his jock swatch there. As Jack takes control, runs into a bear turnbuckle. Andrew takes control once again, whips into a neutral corner, and the flying forearm connects. Andrew Phoenix with the first cover of the match. Only one count. And you gotta think, if Jack were to lose this match, as he currently is right now, he's going to drop kick to the back. How foolish would that make him look? You know, calling out a newcomer for having a similar name as him and losing to him. He's certainly trying to avoid that. Looking for the basement drop kick, no one home. The kick to the face of Jack Phoenix keeps him grounded. Now Andrew Phoenix working over that leg, the knee DT connecting, and just punishing and pummeling away on the former United States champion. What a win this would be for Andrew Phoenix, only his second match in RWR, defeating a former United States champion here. I mean, he had a tough draw in his first match. I mean, very difficult to defeat Jarek Vanders, but a good showing for him nonetheless. Jack continues taking control now. Rolls into the leg, takes him down and working over that knee region, that left knee region of Andrew Phoenix. Now flipped into the DDT. Jack Phoenix looking to capitalize here. He's in the corner, standing up Andrew. What is he looking to do? And the flip DDT connecting. Is that going to be all she wrote? The cover, 1, 2, no. Andrew Phoenix able to kick out at 2. Jack Phoenix a little surprised. He thought he got him. Not quite yet. Now Andrew sent him to the corner. Phoenix connects this time. Jack to Andrew with the clothesline, squishing him in the corner, followed by a big elbow drop. He slaps the mat for added flair. This next neck from Jack goes back to the cover. And only a 1 count this time around. Jack looking to keep his foot on the pedal here. With those elbow shots to the shoulder blade region. And just stomping on his hand. Not once, but twice. Stomping away now. Again, that elbow drop lands. And just continuing to stomp away is Jack Phoenix. What's he looking for here? He eliminates Andrew Phoenix from the Rumblers and will go to the outside for double damage points. As the ref begins his count. Andrew Phoenix catches the leg, fights back, and into the Boston Crab. It hurts more because it's on the outside. There's no rope breaks here. He can hang on as long as he wants or until Jack Phoenix reverses like he does there. Interesting but smart move there from Andrew Phoenix as he eats the foot of Jack. Forearm to the back as well. Well, the high kick misses. Andrew ducks it, and hey, buddy! Pulling him in with a 515 shadow can do a Russian leg sweep. Jack Phoenix now in trouble, eating numerous double damage points as he's thrown back into the ring at 8. Nowhere near the 20 count, but nonetheless. Andrew sends Jack into the corner. Flips him around. Purges him up. What's he looking to do here? Oh, the cheeky Nando's kick. I don't know if he calls that something else, but that's what it's usually called. Now Andrew in the corner, standing up Jack. What's he looking for here? Sizing him up. And I thought he was going for a running knee. He caught himself and hits Phoenix in the back of the head with it. What an innovative move there. Not sure it's entirely intentional, but effective nonetheless. The cover, 1, 2, and he knocked out Jack Phoenix, Andrew Phoenix. Defends his namesake with a big win here.
The winner of the match, Andrew Phoenix.
And a big win for Andrew Phoenix here in his second RWR match, defeating a former United States champion. And looking very excited at doing so. Hell of an effort for him, but at the same time, I think he painted a target on his back when it comes to Jack Phoenix and Honey Roy Palmer, which he may be needing to look out for in the near future. But right now, it is celebration time for Andrew Phoenix. Congratulations to him as we move on here with our next match. And yes, here we go. Women's action on tap. Catherine Eisinger in her first match wrestling with the eye patch. Going to be taking on Rosie Rebel, the motorcycle mama. We'll see what gives coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall. From Japan, this is Catherine Isagen.
Of course, we heard from Isagen a couple weeks ago calling out Zamike Sato, who has been MIA since the RFTA tournament. And Isagen proclaiming that she's ducking her. It's Isagen here competing with the eye patch. Azami not competing, what she calls shame. Is their rivalry far from over. She can have a different opponent here tonight.
Coming down the ring in her Harley-Davidson brother, Rosie Rebel.
Motorcycle Mama looking to get a good jump on her season 4 here tonight. Just looking to defeat not only a woman with one eye, but a former Women's Revolution champion to propel herself up the early rankings. Of course, tomorrow night that title will be defended by the champion Kimiko Matsumi against Roxy Riot, a former foe of Rosie Rebel. So, I think Rosie feeling, if she can make it, Roxy Riot can make it there, so can she. Starts tonight with a win over Isagen. Here we go, the two ladies squaring off. Match is underway. Forearm misses and Isagen catching Rebel from behind into a butterfly suplex there. And like I said, it's going to be interesting. Doing anything with one eye is going to be difficult. Depth perception and just overall sight. You only got one eye and really big blind spot there on Isagen's right side of the body. It's unfortunate because I believe that is her dominant hand as well, so going to be a tough test for her, but not bad so far. Of course, Isagen damaging that eye in the hardcore deathmatch against Zamike Sato at Supernova 3. Big personal rivalry between those two that goes back years and even in a different country. And from the sound of things, not over yet. As Isagen just working over the limbs of Rosie Rebel. Dragging her in the center of the ring, the quick cover. Only a 1 count there. And, for Rosie Rebel, you gotta wonder if it is a disadvantage of Isagen, which it doesn't seem to be thus far, but if the one eye is a disadvantage, how can you capitalize on it? And do you target the eye for some cheap free damage? It's certainly a question looming over Rosie's head with the way this match is going. Maybe she has to do it. Another 1 count on Rosie Rebel. No, big forearm slap to the face of Rosie. Isagen in full control of this matchup thus far, working over the arm of the Motorcycle Mama. Isagen heading up to the top rope. Dropping the knees across the chest of Rosie, who has not been able to get out of first gear in this matchup thus far. Honestly, a surprising result, I would say, personally. Another quick cover and a slow 1 count. We gotta think, is Zamike Sato watching this match? He says she has been MIA since her poor performance in the RFTA tournament after a very good season 3, nearly winning Female Wrestler of the Year as well. Having a decent reign as the women's champion. But her past, what's going on there? Isagen on the top rope, what's she looking to do? She's got a flying Moonstomp connects. The cover 1, 2. And that is it. Isagen, a demanding and impressive victory here tonight with 1 good eye.
Catherine Isogen.
His personal feud seemingly not over, and Isogen certainly staking her claim here tonight with a big win over Rosie Rebel, who just couldn't get out of first gear here tonight. And that's a statement win if I ever saw one. But now we move on to another chapter, if you will, from the Battle Royal a few weeks ago, determined the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Ultimately won by Thunder, who will be challenging for the belt tomorrow night against Travis Sanders. We saw another branch from that last week with BDT taking out Kenji backstage, and we have another one here tonight. Number 2 and number 3 in the match, Aaron Miles goes one-on-one with Gary Richards, coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall. From San Diego, California, Aaron Miles.
And Aaron Miles going back to his roots, a more serious, less playful, less cartoonish demeanor, and already paying off dividends. A good showing in that Battle Royal. Tying Thunder for the most eliminations in the match. I believe Miles had 2, maybe 3 eliminations. But a very good showing nonetheless. But ultimately finished 3rd, eliminated by Gary Richards. And he wants his revenge right here and right now, here tonight. You gotta think for Miles, former television champion, he really wants to take the next step. He thought he was going to do it last season. It did not happen. But like I said, going back to his roots here, and so far so good, although he would like a win more than anything. But here comes the fan favorite who almost became #1 contender.
Representing the Blueberry Kudas from Columbia, South Carolina, Gary Richards.
Both these guys have the same number of abs. It's unbelievable. But Gary Richards, the fan favorite former tag team champion. The Blue Gary Kudas were drafted over to Retaliation, but the duo taking a break from the tag team. Both going to try their hands in singles competition. Nearly paid off for Gary a few weeks ago. We'll see brother Brandon later tonight. But for Gary, he does have a pinfall victory over Thunder in the past, but could not overcome him in the Battle Royal. But gladly accepting Miles' challenge for a rematch here tonight. 2 very jacked men, and here we go. Gary Richards, the back elbow right away, club to the back. Of course, Miles undergoing some sort of off-season workout regimen, whatever. Looks like he's in the best shape of his career, or at least in quite some time. And like I said, paying off in the Battle Royal, certainly making himself known as a knee to the face of Gary Richards. As Miles stomping away on Gary. And another kick to Gary Richards. You see the clock on Miles' gear. Nice snap suplex by Gary with the quick cover and not even a 1 count. You see the clock on Aaron Miles' gear. Is it his time? Finally, he's been waiting years. Is this his year? A win here would certainly do him wonders. A knee to the gut of Gary Richards, and a clothesline takes him down. Especially the division's so young and so wide open at this point in time. A win here early on could do you wonders in the RWR season. And so far, Aaron Miles in control of this matchup until right there. Shoulder tackle takes down Miles and a kick to the chest. Gary, not quite known for his singles competition, although for a brief period of time he was seen as the giant killer, defeating men much more his size thanks to that all-natural physical fighting system training regimen. Cover from Miles, only a 1 count. Not quite the size of Thunder, though, but nonetheless. Oh, Richards reverses and into a clothesline. Nice move there. Gary looks like he picked up some moves in the offseason. It's crazy. Remember, he came in season 1 just a little nerd and, armor trying to protect himself. And here he is in season 4, a full-fledged competitor on the roster. It's with confidence and, training and supplements and all that will do. Even a support system in his brother, too. It's Gary now. Sizing him, Miles sends him to the corner. And a drop kick to the back. Nice move there. Kansas Ottawa crowd already behind Gary, chanting for him despite Miles being in the Senators' colors unintentionally here tonight. As Gary now wrenching on the arm of Miles, trying to rip it out of its socket, but he flips through it. An elbow to the back releases him. Now Miles' big clothesline knocks down Gary right into that big, massive chest of his. Gary fights back with an uppercut. And side slam there. Nice move from Richards. Is he going to be looking for a pinfall attempt? He's dragging him to the center of the ring. No. Oh, he goes with the FBB salt. It lands. Learned that one from Brandon. Now, Gary's tuning up the band. Is this going to be it for Aaron Miles? Sweet shit, no. It is blocked, and he's dropped with another clothesline. Sweet shit music blocked by Aaron Miles. Now he's whipped into the corner, but reverses. That's where he wants to set up that top rope stunner. He calls it the clock cleaner. And how about a face buster instead of twisting face buster? Now he's heading to the top. He's looking for it. Can he connect? He stands up Gary, trying to size him up. Up and down, it connects. Clock cleaner connects. He guards Gary from the ropes. The cover, 1, 2, 3, and Aaron Miles, just like that, gets his revenge on Gary Richards, picks up the win.
The winner of the match, Aaron Miles.
Seems like the off-season program has worked out. Aaron Miles. The wins were far and few back in season 3, but he's already got one here tonight. A big win for him, especially for title ranking, defeating Gary Richards here tonight. Impressive showing from Aaron Miles, too. Only took 1, but 1 was all he needed. And now we continue on here with our only tag team match of the evening, a rarity here on Retaliation. But we mix up a couple of emerging feuds here. Keith Moniz and Dmitry Kalashnikov taking on Nobuyoshi Marukane and Danny Richardson. And we'll talk about their interactions coming up next.
following contest is a tag team match. On the way to the ring, from Chernobyl, the radioactive Dmitry Kalashnikov.
Well, you see that belt around his waist, you don't need to worry about that anymore, but it is the catalyst to this budding rivalry between Kalashnikov and Marukane. When we were first determining the champion of that belt when the show was still going on, it was Kalashnikov and Marukane for the title that Kalashnikov ended up winning. And Marukane seeking revenge on the man that beat him, the first and last region champion, unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond our control, but nonetheless, Marukane certainly wanted to be the first, and while they're no longer battling over that belt, the rivalry and the hatred is still there from Marukane, especially for the two men trying to position themselves in a tightly contested Intercontinental Championship division. Was Marukane involved in that battle royal, was the first one eliminated, because I'm sure he had his mind set on this man instead. And he gets his hands on him once again here tonight.
From Montpellier, Vermont, Keith Moniz.
Keith Moniz, trying to get off on the right foot here in Season 4. Lost to Andre Baker at Supernova 3, left him out of the RFTA field. And it was 2 weeks ago that Moniz and Danny Richardson fought one-on-one, that Danny Richardson ended up winning. But heard some backstage rumblings from Moniz that he wants to know what version of Danny Richardson we are going to get. Of course, we'll talk about Richardson's climb back to the top momentarily, as here comes their opponents.
From Kobo Yamanashi in Japan, representing Kimiko-gun, this is the Footlord, Nobuyoshi Marukane.
And like I said, even though the belt doesn't exist anymore, only one person can be the first ever champion, and that was something Marukane wanted to be, especially after numerous failed attempts at the United States Championship on Resurgence last year, but with the majority of Kimiko-gun making the jump to retaliation in the draft, Marukane failed to win the region championship, and now hoping to one-up Kalashnikov and hop him in the Intercontinental Championship rankings.
Now residing in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, Dastardly Danny Richardson. And
Danny Richardson, you can see back to his old self after overcoming his personal demons at Supernova 3, going full circle to defeat DJ Kraft. But Richardson, this is the question that Moniz really answered. You know, are we going to see a reformed and apologetic and changed Danny Richardson, or is he back to his old cocky self? And with the way this entrance is, he certainly is full of himself once again. But really his attitude, though, haven't really I mean, that's a valid question, because I honestly don't know, really. I mean, he's got his cocky confidence back in the entrance, but, you know, why not? Why shouldn't he? You know, because we saw how down and dejected and in the dumps he was all of Season 3, but now he's got that confidence back, so why not show it off? As both men stomping on the hands of their respective opponents. But other than that, his attitude, like, I honestly don't know, because I don't know if, you know, how he's really acting. I mean, he did pick up a win over Moniz, which I'm sure grinded his gears a little bit, but the fans seemingly seem to be behind Richardson here. I mean, Of course, they're going to be cheering a man that overcame his personal demons and won the battle. And he's certainly soaking in the cheers as well as he's choking out Kalashnikov there. Richardson needs a stunner, and Marokane working over Moniz on the outside for the double damage there. Stiff punch there from Danny Richardson as he sends Kalashnikov to the outside. And Richardson, he was the only man in the ring, now on the outside. I'm not sure who he's shifting his attention to. Ultimately deciding on Kalashnikov there as he punches away at the Ukrainian. All four men on the outside racking up the double damage points until Kalashnikov thrown into the ring by Richardson. Of course, Danny got to see, the rise of his wife, Ellie, during his down period, and really it was the help of her and her success that helped him get back to his normal self. But of course, in doing so, you got to think the ultimate goal is to win World Championship gold here in RWR. As again, all four men on the outside. And for Moniz, seemingly ultimate case of, the bridesmaid, not the bride, and, on the cusp, but not quite able to get over the hump. And is this the year that Moniz gets over the hump and finds some real success here in RWR? Of course, coming close a couple of times to the United States Championship and the Intercontinental Championship, but has yet to hold gold in his long career in RWR. Cover from Kalashnikov, only a 1 count on Richardson. Moniz, he's setting Marokane up with the Montpellier bomb. And it seems like Moniz and Kalashnikov came here for a W instead of their personal feuds, trading dance partners early and often here in this one. As Marokane struggling against the experience and much larger Moniz here in Kalashnikov. Probably on the same par of experience with Richardson, but obviously not on the success level. A death PT on the apron from Moniz. Just doing enough to hold off Danny Richardson here. As Moniz and Marokane on the outside again for the double damage. Inside the ring. Kalashnikov holding his own against Danny Richardson. Oh, what a DDT there, Moniz. Kalashnikov set up, nice slam there, face slam. Looks like there might have been enough to make Richardson bleed. Yeah, there's some blood on that silver logo there. Kalashnikov sets him up and plants him down with the implant buster. The cover, 1, 2, no, only a 2 count. Richardson able to escape despite the blood streaming down his face. His partner now matches with blood streaming down his face, courtesy of that apron slam. And this has just been all Kalashnikov, all Moniz here. They had a game plan going into this one. Obviously talking strategy before this match, putting personal vendettas aside for the W. Kalashnikov sends Richardson in the corner and flattens him. Marokane fighting back, nice neck breaker there on Moniz. Doesn't shift his attention to Kalashnikov though, and he pays with a jawbreaker from Moniz. He's looking to do just knee-to-knee contact there. Richardson trying to fight back against Kalashnikov, but look at that blood streaming down his face. Oh, he hits him with the low blow, the thunder strike. Referee did not see it. Could be the opening his team needs if he capitalizes in time, because there's a Montpellier bomb on Marukane. And Richardson forced to abandon his plans, probably looking for a clean shave. Oh, he was looking for it on Kalashnikov, hits it on Moniz instead. A clean shave. Looking for the cover, but Kalashnikov's going to be right there to break it up. It's wrong place, wrong time, and now Kalashnikov's setting up. Richardson again with that face slam. Marukane working over Moniz there. Moniz caught a clean shave out of nowhere. And hasn't been the same since. Marukane reverse DDT. Lands on Moniz, doing a lot of celebrating after his moves. Needs to do some more capitalizing, I would say. Working over Moniz, but now Kalashnikov sets up Richardson. Implant Buster connects again. Moniz with the clothesline on Marukane. The cover from Kalashnikov. 1, 2, and 3. That is enough. Moniz with the defense. And Kalashnikov and Moniz's game plan pays off. And they pick up their
The winners of the match, the team of Dmitry Kalashnikov and Keith Moniz.
And honestly, outside of the clean shave out of nowhere from Richardson and Moniz, these two concocted a game plan to fight their other dance partners, and it equals success here tonight for these two. Retaliation 77. And we'll see when they have to face their actual dance partners later on down the road. But now coming up next, singles action stemming from the main event of Retaliation number 74 a few weeks ago, 6-man tag team action. It looks like Longoria took took some exception. There we go. With Brandon Richards, both men former tag team champions. Longoria also former United States champion. Both men breaking off from the tag division to find single success. Only one man will take the first step toward that. Coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall. From Columbia, South Carolina, your role model, Brandon Richards.
It's been a while since we've seen that entrance. It's been a while since Brandon Richards has been in a normal singles match without any tag team stipulation involved. Brandon Richards, if you remember back in season 1 of RWR, 2 times nearly became the World Revolution champion. His closest taste to World Championship gold, but ultimately fell just a little bit short. But his journey back there begins tonight after a successful run in the tag team division.
On the way to the ring, from Anaheim, California, representing Kimiko-gun, the Shoot Wrestling Cyborg, Damian Longoria.
Longoria, look at him sending a message here with that mask. Another man who, I would say, obviously wants to have World Championship gold here in RWR, who's been here since season 1. At this rate, has almost won everything but it. multiple-time United States and Tag Team Champion. And Longoria, kind of in the same boat as Brandon Richards there, although he's never had a shot at the title as far as I know, so looking for that opportunity is both men, and they can take that first step here tonight with a win. So we go Brandon Richards, Damian Longoria. Here we go. You know, there are a lot of loud voices online that claim both of these guys should have been world champion by now, but it just hasn't fallen in the cards as of yet. But maybe season 4 is their season. Certainly have the path to do so. They just have to succeed under their own merit. As Richards with the early offense on Longoria had to watch his brother Gary lose earlier tonight to Aaron Miles, hoping not to suffer the same fate here. As just sizing up and knocking down Longoria once again. Richards a little more flashy in his moves, loves to target the head though. About as loud as his attire is though. Longoria more methodical, more wear you down and make it tap out. And Longoria too, a RFTA finalist, losing to Gil Thunderstrike in the final of RFTA 2. Brandon Richards, of course, had an impressive run in RFTA 1, starting out 4-0, but ultimately faltered to the end of the tournament. And Richards hung up on the ropes, and Longoria drops the leg on Richards. And just stomping away on Brandon Richards is Damian Longoria. What's he looking to do? No headbutt, no, doesn't land. Richards with the reversal. And a snap German suplex from Longoria. Certainly has the ability in the ring, but it's just quite often his mouth gets him in trouble. Doesn't let his wrestling do the talking, and you know, I'm not here to say one way or the other, but you know, maybe show some patience. As patient as he was in the ring than he was outside of the ring. Maybe he would be a former champion by now, but all that aside, Longoria wants that shot, especially considering the champion is longtime rival Razor Sharp. He certainly would want to be the one to dethrone him. As Longoria, nice Russian leg sweep, connecting on Brandon Richards. Now, Richards with the possum pin, the quickie roll up, 1, 2, oh, almost stole it. Longoria escapes it too. Nearly got caught there from the wily veteran Brandon Richards. And now Richards, what's he looking to do? Flips him over. Nice back body drop. Quick cover to keep Longoria on his toes. Only a 1 count. And we know world titles being defended tomorrow night. DJ Craft, winner of RFTA, takes on Razor Sharp for the title, but a jam-packed divisional. What a DDT from Longoria. A jam-packed division, just challenger after challenger gunning for the champion, probably the deepest division in RWR out of any of the divisions, as Richards kicks out at 2. Any of the men in the rankings, either former champions or certainly have the ability to become a champion. Longoria reverses the side slam into the octopus stretch. Brandon Richards nowhere to go, and he's forced to tap in the center of the ring. Damian Longoria, big reversal, and it's enough to put away Brandon Richards here tonight.
The winner of this match, the Shoot Wrestling Cyborg, Damian Longoria.
Fired up after that win, and rightfully so. Like I was saying, a win here would move one of these men one step closer to a shot at the belt, and that's certainly what Longoria got with that win. I'm not sure the rivalry with Brandon Richards is over by any sense, but nonetheless, a win certainly helps his case for future consideration. Congratulations, Longoria. Big win for him here tonight. And we move on to another case like that. One man almost tasted the gold last season, and his opponent did taste the gold. Adam Brown set to go one-on-one with Max Height, another rivalry stemming from that six-man tag team match earlier this month. Of course, the third part, Green Void and Martin Starr, will face off tomorrow night on Redemption. But here tonight it's Brown and Height. Kind of the same situation coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall.
From Harlingen, Texas, this is Adam Brown.
Adam Brown moved over to Resurgence in the roster shakeup last season, and in his cup of coffee run on Resurgence, nearly won the Revolution title from Gil Thunderstrike at Phoenix Cup, almost walked into Supernova as the champion. Ultimately fell just that, like a hair short. But for Brown, he saw his protege, Johnny Draco, win the tag team titles at the show, and now Brown, first ever United States champion, wants to take that next step. And he could do that here tonight against a man that did reach the summit last year, a Triple Crown winner in Max Height.
From St. Louis, Missouri, the main event, Max Height.
Max Height won the World Heavyweight Championship last year, defeating Jake Rogers for the title until he ran into the buzzsaw that was Norns. Even though he only held it for a month, it was good enough for him to enter among the RWR greats as a Triple Crown champion, as a former Intercontinental and Tag Team champion. But now, Max Height, he wants to get back up to the plateau. He knows how to get there. It'll certainly assist with a win here tonight. Like I said earlier, his former tag team partner Thunder could be winning his own gold tomorrow night in the Intercontinental Championship match against Travis Sanders. But it is about his partner here, Max Height, going one-on-one with Adam Brown. Here we go, a semi-main event of the evening. Brown right away with a backbreaker. He's obviously going to have the size and power advantage of Max Height, as does most of his opponents. But Max Height's got the smarts, he's got the speed, and he's got the skill. Like I said, was good enough to get him a world championship reign here in RWR. Oh, Brown with those boxing-like right hands, like a cinder block hitting you. That cannot feel good for Max Height as he crumbles to the ground. And for Brown, an impressive run in the RFTA tournament. Max Height, kind of middle of the road for him, middle of the table. Brown was the last man in his block eliminated, although he finished, I believe, third or fourth in the block. He was the last man standing alongside DJ Kraft, and it was a Night 8 loss that ended up doing him into Kraft. But Brown, that's twice now, almost getting there. Brown wants to get there this time around. Only a 1 count on Max Height. Now Adam Brown. He's going to ram Height's head into the turnbuckle multiple times. Sends him crashing down to the mat. Now Brown just stomping out Max Height there. Max showing some power of his own, fighting out, and a kick to the chest of Brown. Brown obviously has the experience advantage, but also the age. You know, he came out of retirement last season and had a very good run so far post-retirement, but you gotta think, you know, he did retire at one time, but the year off certainly doing him wonders as he is a rejuvenated man, a new man, and a man with a purpose here. Oh, a drop kick sends Brown against the apron there. Like I said earlier, he saw his protege succeed. Now Brown looking for the same result. Face slam there for the double damage on Max Height. He's sent back into the ring at 6. Brown not done though. What's he looking for here? Oh, just face into the apron. Brown taking a sweeter time to get into the ring. He finally does. And stomping away once again on Max Height. Shot to the head. Brown up and down with that modified STO facebuster there. The cover. 1, 2. That is enough. Brown takes care of business against Max Height. Max Height, I guess, suffering from that targeted face damage.
The winner of this match is Adam Brown.
Brown did enough to put him away, and Brown the emphatic victory over the former world champion Max Height here tonight. As I said in the previous couple of matches, a step in the right direction for Brown early on this season, picking up a key win over Max Height. In impressive fashion too. Good showing. And now coming up next, folks, our main event of the evening, the brewing rivalry between the Fallen Kingdom and the Second Chance. Two of the prominent stables here on Retaliation. Their leaders square off. C.A. White and Josh Wolf in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Like I said, it's a long history between these two men, and it finally comes to a head here tonight. At least the first chapter of it, rather. And we'll get more into it coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall. From an undisclosed location, representing the Fallen Kingdom, C.A. White.
You know, I don't know if it's just because of everyone's intense hatred of Josh Wolf and everything that he stands for, or if they are actually turning a new leaf, but people are starting to cheer for the Fallen Kingdom. And you know, the beef between C.A. White and Josh Wolf really started because of years ago, Lily Thatcher, a relative of C.A. White's family, and ultimately marrying Josh Wolf, and C.A. White wasn't a big fan of that. And, you know, I can honestly see why, but it is her decision nonetheless. But really, he's just grown hatred of this man ever since and has waited and bided his time to get his hands on him. He's finally going to do that here tonight. As here comes the leader of the Second Chance, facing a man that will probably never give him a second chance. Here comes Josh Wolf.
On the way to the ring, from Richmond, Virginia, Josh Wolf.
And Wolf reemerged this season at the RFCA 4 final. We heard rumblings of a group coming called the Second Chance. We had hints dropped in hindsight from promos from Lily Thatcher and Josh Wolf leading to Supernova 3. And Wolf and Thatcher reemerged with the Second Chance, giving who they deemed people fit. That wasn't a sentence, but people that they deemed fit to receive a second chance in their RWR careers, starting with the reformed tag team of Isaac Drake and Casey Jones, and the recently exiled from the coterie, Stephen Wright. And that is your second chance. And as they alluded to earlier, this is Wolf and Lily's second chance after finally breaking away from the Rogers family and the Foundation. But they run into another family member here tonight. The two leaders square off and we are underway. Of course, we saw that six-man tag team match at RFTA 4. We've seen Bale and Wyatt take on Drake and Jones in singles action. And I believe tag team action as well. If not, we will very soon. And we saw Oliver White and Stephen Wright go at it. And we've seen Abigail and Lily Thatcher go at it as well. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be leading up to one big kaboom. And right away, Josh Wolf just stomping away down C.A. White. Of course, White really spending his RWR career looking for revenge and payback from past, rivalries. Nice favors are there. So he targeted Far Beyond Better. He targeted Norns. Now targeting Josh Wolf. And Wolf as well, very dismal season 3 for him. He did get a shot at the World Revolution title in a losing fashion, but really didn't find a way to turn it on until Supernova time, as he and his wife broke away from the Rogers Foundation, mostly due to Lily's attack on her sister Faith. And now Josh Wolf here taking it to C.A. White early on. Jumping knee, no one home. White looking for just throwing himself at Josh. Doesn't do too many damage. But a knee to the back will certainly do that. Of course, it's falls count anywhere, no count outs, so they can pin each other anywhere in the Canadian Tire Center here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. A nice face buster there from C.A. White. And the shoot headbutts trying to bust Josh Wolf open as his crowd cheering him on. They certainly do not like Josh Wolf and want to see him suffer. Again with the shoot headbutts. And like I said, I don't know if it's because of Wolf or they know the backstory and they feel bad for C.A. White, or just their actions are having people cheer for them now. But more and more people have been on the side of the Fallen Kingdom. More shoot headbutts. About 20 now. Wolf somehow not busted open at this point. C.A. White, spam warning, sir. More headbutts on Wolf. He's going to go for it again. He's just trying to make him bleed at this point. He might make himself bleed at this point. Now C.A. White the hell is this? CA White looking to the stage. Oh, the second chance playing mind games here against CA White, and Josh Wolf takes advantage. Nobody came out, but that second chance playing mind games against CA White distracts him enough for Josh Wolf to take advantage here and takes control of the match. Dropkick on the outside for the double damage. Like I said, his falls count anywhere. Pinfalls do count out here. And CA White in full control of the match until that distraction. And, you know, that's the kind of stuff Wolf is teaching his group to do. You can see why people do not like it. There's a nice neck breaker there from Wolf. Former one-time general manager of Resurgence. As CA White whipped across the ring side area. Now, oh, Wolf picks him up and plants it with the shovel out of nowhere. On the outside, going for the cover, referee. For the cover, 1, 2. And that is enough. Wolf picks up the win off the distraction. And it is the second chance getting one.
The winner of this match is Josh
Second
Wolf.
chance getting one on the Fallen Kingdom here tonight. And that is all the time we have for Retaliation 77. Thank you for watching. We will see you tomorrow night for Redemption. Wow. This big rivalry is not done by a long shot, folks. I think the war has just started between these two stables. See you next time, folks.